Hello and welcome back to Brits Abroad, a football manager series with me, Aztec. Let's first look back on where we were after last episode, where we had drawn 1-1 with Real Madrid. Since then, we've played quite a lot of games. We actually scraped through in the Spanish Cup against Tenerife, winning 1-0 in the second leg, which meant that we had another round, which came thick and fast, which I considered recording, but I thought we were probably going to lose, and that we did, losing 3-1 at home to Barcelona and 1-0 away to Barcelona. But in between them, we picked up a couple of league wins against Sociedad, controlling a game against Sociedad, to be honest, and winning 2-1, only conceding late on. And then Las Palmas not even better. We were losing until the 89th minute. Jamie Vardy won a penalty, and then Lennon scored in the 90th minute, and then Vardy again in the 93rd minute to make it 3-1. And I was thinking things were looking up then, but then we went into that first game against Barcelona, which we lost, and then have lost against Athletic Bilbao in between, and then had Barcelona in the league as well. We lost 2-0, so that's 4 defeats on the bounce, 3 of them against Barcelona, and we are not looking quite so healthy now. I think we have dropped down to, let's look at the competition, so we've dropped down to 14th. We were up as high as 10th before this game, but alas, those 2 league defeats on the bounce have now put us down into 14th. Not quite getting pulled into the relegation battle, but would like to move a bit further out of there. So as promised, we're doing the Valencia and Espanyol games today, so let's look at the team. I think we will bring McTominay in for Tunnicliffe, but we will continue with the Diamond 4-4-2, and let's move forward with that and hope we can improve on the last few results. So they're playing a 4-4-2 there. Lots of big names in the middle, all over the park. This could be a tough test. Let's show what this team is all about. Everyone is motivated. Come on, expats. Let's get into it. They have an early, must be a starting injury there for Maximovic. Easy for you to say. As Taylor nicks the ball off him there in the middle of the park, and Vardy through to Crouch. Well saved by Neto, but a good early chance for the expats. Parejo with a chance for Valencia here. Can we nick the ball off them, or is Mina going to create a chance? He's just dribbling around the whole pitch. As Shotton does nick the ball off him, and Crouch sends Vardy through. We're 2-on-1 at the back here. Terrible shot from Vardy. Nick the ball off Maximovic again there as Vardy is through. Can we get players in the box? Is he going to have to go alone? And he scores. Vardy 1-0. Great goal from that angle. Didn't think it was on, but there we go. Great start by the expats. As we can see there, ball won off Maximovic on the side as Crouch plays Vardy in over the top. Didn't think he could go it along from there. Sneaks it in. Poor keeping by Neto, but we'll take what we can at this point in time. We have a free kick in the centre of the park. Shelby plays the ball out to Taylor, just keeps it on, clips it over to Shotton. Is he capable of whipping a ball in? Not quite. Now Valencia hit on the break. No, Hanley mops up. No, Valencia do hit on the break. Poor defending. It was Mina's one-on-one there. And I don't know how that wasn't a goal or a penalty. Got away with it. Parejo with a chance. Valencia swing the ball in, and a great save by Johnson there. Okay, corner to expats. Swings the ball in, not the best of corners, but McTominay keeps the ball alive as Grealish comes through again. Shelby, oh, great save by Neto. Keep hammering on the pressure, but we could do with that 2-goal cushion. Grealish swings it in, another poor corner, but McTominay retains it. Morrison, another shot on target. So we're playing okay here. We're ahead. We're making the better of the chances, but we can't double our advantage, and we have looked susceptible to the counter. Okay, so 1-0 up at half-time. Guard against complacency. Valencia playing it around nicely, and they've scored. Really poor not tracking Zaza there as they score instantly, so that was the complacency we were hoping to guard against. As Parejo played it out to Kondogbia, into Guedes. No one covering Zaza, and we should be expecting better from the keeper there. 4-4-2 is a tricky formation and style to get right in this league as Valencia go 2-1 up. No, it's offside. Look at making a change here. Crouch and Vardy have both been playing okay. I don't feel like Shelby and Grealish have been doing that well. Let's just look at the team instructions. Defensive line is normal. We do seem to be getting caught out, so I'm going to go to slightly deeper. I hope that doesn't mess things up too much. But we have been looking like we were getting in behind us a bit. I think we'll leave these players for now. They're playing okay. We've had the better of it. We've not had the better of possession. Well, in fact, we've had the better of possession as well now, and the better of the chances. So it's a real shame to be going behind. Shelvey over a free kick again. Hits the wall this time. And can't quite feed it through to Crouch. Do we push on for the last few minutes? Who knows? We lose the ball poorly from the goal kick there as Pereira is through to Zaza. Mountain to climb in the last few minutes here. We've moved to attacking to try and pull the game back. Vardy is through. Is he offside? No, back on level terms in the last minute. Okay. We're going to leave it on attacking. Valencia come out forward again. Can we hold on? As you can tell from the commentary there, I was not expecting us to pull level, but snatching a draw there in the last moment does save the game somewhat. A real shame to not go on and win this game, but equalising in the last minute does seem like a small victory, as we've given a corner away cheaply there. Is there time for a heartbreak? It's all over. 2-2, we come away from the Mestalla with... After going behind in the 88th minute, Jamie Vardy pulls it to 2-2 in the 92nd minute. We did well, but I am a bit disappointed because we should have won it, but I think that is a little bit too harsh. Let's go with unlucky. And we'll move forward to the next game, which, of course, is the Espanyol game. So that is in a few days' time, so let's skip forward to there. Okay, so here we are at the Espanyol game. We're going to keep the starting lineup pretty much the same as last time, as I think we did play pretty well there against Valencia. I'm lucky to only draw 2-2 in the end, but I guess the last minute equaliser makes it look like perhaps we were lucky to draw. So let's move forward. We'll keep crouching because, again, I've been very frustrated with Carroll, and we can see they are also playing 4-4-2. I didn't think people played 4-4-2 in Spain. Turns out they do. So hopefully we can dominate the middle, hopefully not get too exploited on the wings. So let's try and encourage guys from here. They're on good form. We're huge underdogs. Let's go with that. People seem to like that. There's a lot more to come with you. This one usually works a treat. Shelvey plays the ball into Morrison. To Crouch. Grealish. Morrison. Crouch. Grealish. Good football here. Will anything come of it? Out wide to Taylor. Swings it over. Oh. Would have been nice early goal there. Taylor again, and we lose the ball. As the Expats push forward, Shelvey, can he create anything? Into Morrison on the edge of the area. Vardy again from the wing. Can Crouch get on the end of that? Well saved again from Roberto, as Expats are creating chances here early in this game. Tomney wins the ball in the middle of the park to Morrison. To Grealish. Shelvey. To Morrison. Grealish. Nice little passing play here. Is Taylor, can he send a ball over? And it's a penalty. Penalty to Expats. Vardy will step up. He's had a decent penalty record this season. Started quite poorly, but let's not take anything for granted as Vardy steps up and puts the ball away. 1-0 Expats. Another good start. As Vardy's already picked up his 20th goal of the season. Goal machine. To be honest, we'd be in dire straits without him. So that's 1-0 Expats after 25 minutes. Getting dominated in the middle of the park now, losing a lot of possession, which should be more of a possession-based formation, this Diamond 4-4-2, so we may have to look at changing things if things don't improve. Hanley clears, and Sanchez slams one home from the edge of the area to level things up for Espanyol. We're back down to 14th. Shelvey stands over the ball, sends one in. Will he score a direct free kick before the end of the season? His stats are good, but he just never... they never go in. They never go in. Hanley loses the ball there very poorly, but just about recovers as Shelvey looks to play out from the back. Grealish, can he create? Crouch. Poor from both players there. We may have to look at changing both of these at half-time as Baptista goes through for Espanyol, and it's 2-1 to Espanyol. Poor, very poor from the Expats. After such a strong start in this game, we are pegged back yet again. Our defence just is not up to scratch. Poor. So we're going to move to our standard 4-4-2 counter. not been a strong performance here. We're going to leave Grealish on just because he can play as winger. We'll keep McTominay on there. Shelvey, I think, has been okay. In fact, no, we're going to play Morrison as a winger on this side. Take Grealish off, who has been very poor, and bring Lawrence on in a more familiar position. And we're also going to take Crouch off, who has been terrible for Big Andy. As Morrison picks up an injury, we don't have good cover there. We could really do with Lennon on the bench. Okay, we're going to move to a more attacking formation for the last part of this game. Why not? With Vardy still on the pitch, but bring Wilson on as well as an additional striker. So a very forward-focusing 4-4-2, and we will move to the attacking mentality. And if we don't get a goal soon, we'll push Vardy all the way up front. So it won't resemble a 4-4-2 anymore, but needs be. Ball saved by Johnston. We're 2-1 behind. Wilson is through. Can he score? Shot on target, but not good enough. But come on, expats. Let's encourage again. Demand more. Playing a little bit desperately here. But Carroll wins the ball well there. Can Vardy can't get on the edge of that, on the end of that. So let's look at changing this tactic once again. So we're going to go target man. I'm going to go poacher and deep playing forward. Move these guys all across more centrally. Oh, well, while I've been doing this, I've missed a goal. As James Wilson has scored in the 82nd minute. Let's look at the replay. Carroll sends it over the top to Wilson, who puts away nicely. So we're going to keep this formation because it has worked there and not make those changes. Discard all those changes, yes. As it's 2-2. A familiar scoreline. But can we push on, or are we going to be heartbroken here in the final moments of this game? As Lawrence pumps the ball over the top. Wilson gets on the end of it. Can he thread it through? Onto Carroll. It's 3-2 to the Expats. We move ahead. Not long to go. The tactical changes have paid off as Carroll finally makes a breakthrough with his first goal in the league in a while. Great ball over the top from Lawrence. As Wilson picks up the ball. Quality cross, and Carroll does what he does best. Towering header. Now, can we hold on? I think we'll move the tactics a little bit more defensive now. We'll move him to defensive winger, and we'll also move back to a counter-attack formation. Confirm those changes. Wilson comes forward again. A bit of a revelation. Maybe underused in this series as he plays the ball forward. Now, Espanyol are through. Is it going to be a heartbreaker? It is, right. Forget those tactical changes. Let's cancel the changes. Let's check things are as we want them. Vardy is still playing as a forward. Good. No, we don't want the changes. Discard them all. As Wilson picks the ball up again here. Can't create it. As Lawrence swings one over really rashly, but we'll continue this more attacking lineup and hope we don't get punished by it as Carroll picks up the ball and sends Wilson through. Wilson has pace. Can he finish it? Can't add his second of the game. 5 minutes added time. This has been a thriller in Espanyol. Both teams creating chances. Not long left. Is there a winner for either side? Espanyol looking the more likely here, but Wilson picks up the ball again. He sends Vardy away. Can he create a chance? Can Carroll get on the end of this? Duarte clears it away for a corner. Come on, Expats. Not long left. Ball in. McTominay on the edge of the area. Can't create anything. Carroll chases the ball. Not the position you want him in. Roberto clears, but Shelvey picks up the ball there, but this is real end-to-end stuff as Gerrard is away over the top and just puts the ball wide. Not long left. As the game is trickling away now, it looks like it's going to end 3-3. I thought we'd won it late on with that late James Wilson goal, pulling it back from 2-1 as let's go into the last moments of the game. Vardy clears. Is there time for one last chance? Wilson into Vardy, into Carroll. He's offside, and that will be that. As the game finishes 3-3, well, an absolute battling performance there. Really disappointing to not hold on to the win, but 3-3 after we were 2-1 down. Great late flurry from Wilson and Carroll, but unfortunately Sergio Garcia got the third for them late on. We did do well, let's assertively say. Everyone thought we'd get beaten today, so it's a good result, but it does mean that we're struggling in the league as that's only 2 points from those 2 games there, as we are in 14th, and now a massive a massive 9 points off 6th and a worrying only 7 points off the drop zone. So we do need to pick up points, but they were 2 tough games there, but we haven't had a win now since the last Palmas game. So let's look at towards the end of the season, as we'll try and fit in a few more episodes before then. There's a decent run of winnable games after the Deportivo Sevilla and Atletico game, so let's focus on ones that we might be able to win. Maybe a couple of home games. Let's do Leganes again and Getafe and later on down the line, and then we'll fit in maybe the Real Madrid game before the end of the season. Thank you very much for watching. If you have, tune in again next time. Like and subscribe if you've enjoyed. I haven't got a catchphrase, so see ya.